Good Saturday morning to you. One sec. That there. That there. Okay.
Go with honor.
So, last week I wasn't able to stream, but I was able to play a bit. Made some progress. We're level 43 now. I think last stream I was still using a, oh, sec, that's not gonna. One-handed weapon with a shield, which was definitely not ideal with enhancement. So now I've got a two-hander. It's hurts more when you miss a couple times in a row. The damage is a lot better, so I didn't actually measure how long it was taking me before versus how long it's taking me now, but it feels like I'm grinding through mobs faster. But that could be my imagination. In any case, I think, you know, in WoW Classic, you can't dual wield as an enhancement shaman, so your best bet is a slow two-handed weapon. This one is not all that slow. It's 2.8. I did have a 3.7, but it was less damage, so I went for so long without having any two-handed weapon options at all, and then suddenly I got two of them at once. So we're still in Stranglethorn. I did go up to Hinterlands for one quest last night, but there are a lot of mobs that are like level 50 or level 49, so it's still a pretty dangerous zone for me at the moment. And despite all these that you see, there are not that many quests there for me right now. This is an escort quest for, like, I think a robotic chicken or something. But it's an escort quest, so of course you get ambushed by 3 or 4 mobs all at once. That's my recollection anyway. Though Blizzard will occasionally throw one of those at you. Okay. Just check and make sure the stream health is okay. Gonna need some more gold thorn for my next potion. Well, I also need some more strangle kelp, which I didn't think was gonna be a thing. Strangle kelp is a bit... It's a bit obnoxious to get in that it's only in the water on coastlines, but that's better than some other herbs where it's just you've got to roam across the barrens to find it, which is very time consuming. But you know, with some of the other herbs, you just encounter them while you're doing other stuff, but strangled kelp not so much. So these mobs actually hit very hard for some reason. But let me give one a try. Maybe I was just getting unlucky, but they were critting me pretty bad. One of them actually killed me not all that long ago. Resist. Resist. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on with those mobs, but they're a bit overtuned. Maybe intentionally, I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm not even sure if I should. Well, the hunters and the zombies are different. Alright, flurry will help. Very won't. The zombies aren't as bad as the hunters. My totem may start firing at this guy. No. That was convenient. It's almost time to move on to the next level of water. It's gonna start getting pricey. And we still don't have enough money for our mount. Which is kind of weird. I'm not spending money on anything. I mean, I do update some of my spells, but a lot of them I don't. Even probably ones that I should. Spyglass and clubbed foot. So he's got... John has the spyglass. I don't even think I'm gonna try to get to him now, though. Yeah, maybe I should have kept my 3.7 speed weapon. Damage was just better. So the DPS was a little bit less, but the top end damage, this number here, instead of 109, it was, I don't know, like 130, 140, something like that. Which is really helpful when combined with Wind Fury. Let's see if I can pull. I really don't want to mess with any more of the hunters. They must have some fire resist or something. Although one of them resists my earth shock too, so. Time between attacks increased by 33%. Get out of here. It's a pretty bad debuff. I think he just wants to cast. Yep. Come this way, please. He doesn't want to. It does some decent damage. But I think we're okay. I can't remember what I used Wildvine for. It might be part of a potion, but I think it's something weird, like leatherworking. Okay, classic Wildvine. No, it is a potion, yeah. Reagent 4. Oh, but it is used for some cloth recipes and some leatherworking recipes. That's weird. Oh, the potion is strange. It restores 1 to 1500 health and 1 to 1500 mana. So it's kind of a gamble. Not kind of, it is a gamble. You might get really lucky and get 1500 health, and you might get really unlucky and get 1 health. Alright, let's try and make our way over here. It's the best way to get over here. Oh, we've got herbs. Yeah, I heard that before I saw it. This really has a lot of stealth ops. Oh, there's another one, but it didn't aggro me. Where is it? Right in front of me. Horse. Spring. need to get up there. I have a container that needs to go in. There's some strangle kelp down there I need, but getting back up would takes too much time. Oops. Going. Last time I was here, I had to collect some item from them, but this time apparently not. So the spring is over there. Every 3 seconds. I think we'll be okay. We can get over to that spring now. Or not. This is still too steep. I guess we can just go up and around. Or maybe there, yeah. A lot of clamps on these guys. There are 2 of them there. I think they're in range of each other. Let's see, purple lotus here somewhere. Oh, they aren't. Good, but unintentional body pull there. Scrap this. Purple lotus is fairly rare. I don't think I have any recipes that are going to use it for a while, though. But by the time you do get those, you need to have a lot of it. you can kind of hunt for it, but but I think it's usually around kind of like a structure like this, which means it's also around mobs. It's a little bit of a thing. Cleared everything out before I left camp, but it was not enough. But there's a chest there. It's just really not nice to leave some items, like the ones you don't want in a chest, because then that chest will not respawn. So, next person that comes along just gets like whatever scraps are left instead of a full chest. I don't need night crawlers. I'll have to hurry it up a little bit because we could start getting respawns. Oh, come on now. I think I'm full on fish oil. Gotta keep an eye out for someone who will just come up and yank this from right under your nose. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm in combat. Why? Oh. I think so. I don't think it was always the case that you could not open a chest if you're in combat. I think that was added because hackers were teleporting around the world and in dungeons looting chests without any risk whatsoever. Now, would it have been better for Blizzard to resolve that by fixing whatever bug allowed people to teleport? Yeah, but that's not what they did. Well, maybe they did eventually, but they changed the rules on us to prohibit, I guess, opening the chest when you're in combat. Need one more explorer. See if there's anything else I can dump here. I think I need a lot. I didn't check to see how much that sells for on the auction house, but I don't think it's a lot. Okay. How do you get to this area? That might do it for Stranglethorn Veil for now. Should be okay. Dizzy's Eye, I think, is a super rare drop. Let me check real quick, though. Dizzy's Eye. Yeah. Between 1 and 3%. So not super great. And the mixtures we've already established is on mobs that are kind of OP. I need to be a little bit higher level before I go do these. Because you gotta go on the ship. Which means, you know, you potentially pull 2 or 3 mobs at once. Which is a death sentence for me at this level. Do I want to go to Badlands? Oh, I should have gone to Gronkall. I don't have anything to turn in Booty Bay. Necklace recovery. Looks like that's an elite quest, so I don't know why I picked it up. It's not always obvious. Anyway. So I really only have one thing to do in Badlands then. So maybe it's time to head to Alice. Swamposaurus really didn't have much. I did maybe a couple hours there off stream, but it's mostly just farming a few things on the coast, and then it seems like you're done. So there's Daenerys. That might be okay. Some of those look a little bit high. Yeah, we'll go to Alice. There's definitely some quests there that are a bit grindy, but the zone itself is okay. Or not. No, I thought the witch doctor would just try and cast, not hit me. Parting shot. Grab this. I think I'm okay on King's Blood. It's everywhere, but grab it anyway.
Strength.
This holy water, the ceremonial choker, is ready for enchantment. Wear this with pride.
Victory.
5 intellect, 8 spirit. No. Thank you for the gift, but I'm going to immediately sell it. Troll Tribe necklace. What is this used for? Oh, it's you can turn them in for like a bounty, but looks like it's alliance only. So in 2019, someone commented, those playing Classic, saving them up like me, I can confirm these are worthless, just like people said 13 years ago. Okay. Not entirely worthless. I got 1 silver for them. Alright, to Pharrellis we go. Put some of this in inventory. In the bank, I mean.
Blood and thunder.
Yeah, I have a lot of King's Blood. A lot. Put the Wildvine in there. You don't see too much of that. Everything else I think is full. Okay.
For the horde.
Hail.
So I do want to check real quick. A lot of times people will put silk cloth on the auction house. Well, I don't know about a lot of times, but on more than one occasion I've seen people put silk cloth on the auction house for less than it sells to the vendor. Yeah, like they did right now. So you see 1 stack. I'm not going to do a lot of this because it's really boring, but I just bought 2 stacks for 70 silver. And you can sell it for 40 if you turn it into bandages. So, yeah. So like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of them because it's really boring, but you can do either. You can do the regular soak bandages or the heavy soak bandages. Heavy soak bandages is obviously faster. Yeah, so you turn 1 stack of silver, for example, into 1 stack of silk into 10 heavy bandages. I paid 34 silver and
just the thing
sells for 40.
May the eternal sun shine upon.
Is it an exciting way to make money? No. But if you're just sitting in org anyway, and you desperately need a mount,
Mukra!
it's not terrible. Now that being said, if you're actually not wanting to sit in org, it's better to just go out and level and get silver and
Farewell!
items that way. In truth, the fastest way to get more money is to just level as quickly as possible, because higher level mobs will give you more stuff than low level mobs.
What are you looking for?
Oh, right, I don't have the Veralis.
Strength.
I think I have to go to 1,000 Needles. Yeah. And then over. Okay.
Stronghold. Down.
Alright, be right back. Gonna get some more coffee. Alright. While we're on this very long flight, see what we have for patch notes. Oh, Miss Pandaria is coming in 2 days, right? Miss Pandaria Classic, I should say. Where is the browser? Okay, there and there. Yep, goes live July 21st. I do have a warrior that's level 85, so I'll be able to play Mop Classic with him. I was gonna try and get my priest there as well, but I just couldn't do it. I've been playing too much regular classic for that. Wandering Isles, level 1 to 10. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's still enabled, but you could do the starting experience for Mop Classic. And it would give you in WoW retail a amount that was pretty nice. It took longer than I thought I was going to, though. But once I was probably halfway through, I figured, well, I've already invested this much time, I might as well finish it. Sun Song. So I never played Miss of Pandaria when it came out. So a lot of this is new to me. I didn't know you could have a farm allowing you to plant and harvest crops. Scenarios: join friends to achieve a common goal, such as mounting a defense against invading monsters. Micro dungeon. Challenge mode dungeons. Okay, this is Gamescon. We're within season 2. It's already finished. Yeah, I stopped playing War Within entirely. I was playing it just about every day for a while, doing delves and whatnot, but okay. So there's that. What else do we got? 8 days ago. Neighborhoods and WoW housing. So this is for retail. I think for the next expansion, not this one. Oh, we've arrived. 2,000 needles. Okay. There's actually still a quest I can do here. I'm not going to, but that's interesting. Oh no. Dangerous place, 1,000 needles. I did actually crater once while I was leveling here. Yeah, I think if I were playing hardcore, it would be a difficult decision whether or not to level in this zone. Actually, just gonna walk this part. And it would seem easy not to run off a cliff, but if you just hit the wall a little bit hard, you almost kind of bounce off of it. Okay. The physics can be mostly predictable in this game, but not always. Actually, one sec. I will be right back. something I need to do. Okay. There we go. I think most stuff in this zone should be gray to me now. Which doesn't mean it won't aggro, but the range should be pretty short. Probably even better if we stay on the path. Yeah, there were a few quests in the zone I didn't end up doing. There's like a pack of 3 or 4 roaming hyenas that they want you to kill, but it's obviously a bit much for someone that's the same level to do by themselves. Even with 2 people, I could see it being challenging. Oops. Actually, it's fine. Just go this way. And there's a camp over here that has quest. It's like it's a gauntlet kind of quest. So the challenges just get harder and harder. And I think on the last one, it's actually an elite. Good luck, fellow orc shaman. Yeah. The Paralysis is probably one of my favorite zones in the game. It's pretty scenic. It's kind of remote, but not ridiculously so. You can mostly do your quests without a lot of waiting around, waiting for a certain mob to spawn, or having to tag things before someone else does. That being said, it would probably be better if I were coming here at level 45 or so, but I'm just running out of other stuff to do. Yeah, Alliance have a flight path over here. But I don't even think there's a vent or anything. I think it's just the flight master and that's it. Still bloom. I don't think I'm gonna need that, but some bruiseweed, I don't think I'm gonna need that either. But I can't say for sure. Considering my gold situation, I want to avoid having to buy herbs on the auction house to level alchemy. It's another robotic chicken quest. Where you try and escort the chicken and you probably end up dying. It is good if you can actually complete it though. I think he like fires off into space. I can't remember. Of all the times I've played WoW, I've probably only done that quest, like completed it once or twice. Yeah, but this is why I like Varellis. Feels like they took a lot of time working on it. First thing is to grab the flight path.
Strength and honor.
Oh, those sprite darters are a pain. Usually they've got some kind of mana burn. So they can hit pretty hard if I remember correctly.
How may I aid you? Winds be at.
What's up?
They've got a fair amount of magic resist too, so. That's weird. It says I can. Oh no, it's a patrolling mob, maybe? I don't know.
What brings you here? Ancestors watch over you.
What you got? The mark of quality.
What brings you here? Winds be at your back.
Yetis. Some nice stuff. It's leather, but I can still wear leather. If the stats are
How you
right.
doing, man? Okie dokie.
Oh, he wants me to go all the way back to Orgrimmar. Come on, buddy. Let's go over here and farm some gnolls.
Strength and honor. Go forth to victory.
Strange request. Well, you'll see. Off with you now to Orgrimmar. Here, take this with you. It's the shrunken head that I promised Niru in exchange for the herbs. I think back on the day when I originally played this game on a PvP server, I may have grinded like B levels off of these gnolls. Just because it was quick to get to them. You probably weren't going to see any alliance in this area, so you could kind of level in peace. I don't think I can pull that guy by himself. They do have an annoying disease I think they can give you, but Since I can cleanse that, it's not going to be a big deal. We'll probably see it pretty soon here. I think the Reavers hit a little bit hard though. Not too bad. And I don't remember, I assume the Mystics have a heal that they can use. So we'll hold on to our shock. Well, never mind. I just got lucky with Wind Furies there. Dodge. 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 It is possible, I think, to sometimes pull one from that pack of 3. But if I remember correctly, you need... you have to be careful, and then you need a little bit of luck. Let's see if they give me on average. Yeah, I'm not going to make a ton of money off of these. I think it might be the mongrels that have the disease. So far I haven't gotten the debuff yet though. Thing is, eventually you have to come back to these camps. There's an item we need, like attack plans or something. It's one of maybe a couple of the bigger camps, so eventually you got to figure out a way to handle more than one of these at a time. I don't know why I did that. One with our apples. I haven't. I don't think I'm gonna use that anymore. Not gonna use that anymore. Can't remember the last time I used this stone skin. But, Our shock is great as an interrupt, it's terrible as a lockout. But of course, if they had attached a silence to it for more than 2 seconds, the cooldown would have had to have been much, much higher. Like if you look at Mage's counterspell, I don't remember what the cooldown is, but I think it's at least 15 seconds, if not more. Well, maybe not. 15 seconds would be OP. Or underpowered, not overpowered. No, it is something very low, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. But I think it's like a 6-second lockout of your spells. Ding. Alright, what do we got? Okay, another 1% spell damage. Which does apply to my shock spells, right? Yeah. Yeah, beating up on level 41 mobs is a lot easier than level 44. Although this guy's kind of kicking my butt. So, as I hit 44, I can go back and get some updated spells. Not sure what's going to be up though. Earthshock has been feeling underpowered, so I think I'll get another rank of that soon. Shock isn't great either. There's that disease. Yeah, time between attacks increased by 33%. Casting 25%. Oh yeah, and a chance to spread. That was really annoying when you were playing with someone else. You would never get rid of this disease unless you could cleanse it. I can't remember if Warlock pets could get that or not. feel like maybe they could. Go over and grab that sungrass. Looks like we'll definitely get a skill point from it. I don't think anyone else is gonna come along and grab it, which is nice. Yeah, Feralis isn't, again, it's not really remote, but you don't see a whole lot of players coming here. I think it's just not super convenient for Alliance, and I don't know where the Horde players are mostly going. Level 44, 45, but I don't think it's here. Oh, I should have saved my air shock. Yeah. Well, he resisted anyway, so. I don't think he's gonna hit it twice. Put my totem right on top of it. Okay. So we're still, yeah, the drop rate on the main isn't super. You need 10 of them. Definitely encountered worse though. One nice thing about playing a Torn is you have a War Stump you can use as an interrupt. In addition to whatever else is in your kit. I mean, it's not really useful in raiding too much, but just doing random questing, it can be. Cooldown's pretty long, but I think it's 90 seconds or 2 minutes. That being said, I haven't really been using the work special ability, which I should. Melee attack power by 25%, reduces healing effects. Yeah, I don't often have to heal in the middle of combat. I don't know. Base melee attack power is probably not all that much. Let's take a look while we get some more mana. Oh, so the old paper doll doesn't show you your base attack power, it just shows you your total. So this includes items. And I do have a few that are increasing my attack power. I mean, hypothetically, if you were really that interested, you could just take all this off, and then you would know your base attack power, but even if I had inventory space, I don't think I care enough to do that. But needless to say, I don't think this is that much of a number. Come on, Trapper. No. Throw my level 1 lightning bolt at him. Nice wind fury there. Parry. Disease, dodge. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what character I was playing when that was such a pain. That debuff. I think maybe it was on my Warlock. Although I'm not 100% sure that you can actually spread it back and forth between yourself and your pets. But that would have been going way, way back. Like the first class I ever played in this game. $72 copper. Come on, man. I need a mount. That's not gonna do it. Unfortunately, I think every mob you would grind in this game just for world purposes got nerfed eventually because farmers were using them. There was some, I remember back in the classic days, there was something up in Ashara that the gold farmers would constantly grind for. I think they dropped feathers or something. And again, kind of taking the easy way out. Blizzard just nerfed their drops or nerfed the value of those drops rather than, solving the gold farmer problem. But, it was early days. I'm sure they were doing what they could. 2 win periods in a row. That's appreciated. Level 53 Warlock. What are you doing? Yeah, it's great when you get 2 win periods in a row, and not so great when you get absolutely none. Just a painful experience. Thought I was doing better for a while, just having a one-hander and a shield. Less damage, but more consistent damage, I thought. But eventually less damage, just became almost no damage. You're really just meant to have a two-hander, slow two-hander as much. Anything else, I think you might as well just play Elemental. Alright, we'll try one of these Sprite Darters. I seem to recall them being a huge pain. I think they resist a lot of spells. As mobs they have, I think, some inherent magic resist. I think they usually have a mana burn and do some decent damage as well. Let's give it a try. Resist. Yeah, he resisted my lightning shield. Yes. Yeah, they're a little bit squishy. That's not bad, actually. Oh, 2 wings. Okay. I might just cast if I do that. Alright, these aren't that bad, actually. I think probably last time I was farming them, it was probably on a mage. They were probably resisting half of my spells and casting mana burn on me, so... not that bad. One of them did kill me up in Stone Talon Mountains, though. I think, unlike these, it wasn't a neutral mob, and it just aggroed onto me right after I had been attacking some other mob. So what little mana I had left, it burned off, and then it killed me. Level 40, resist my fire spell. Great. I don't really have enough space. To collect food ingredients. I'd also just put down a, I think grounding totem will work on mana burn. Like 90% sure. Resist. So that one hit a little bit harder. There is a quest somewhere for these grim totems. Suck. But for some reason I think, I don't know. It's weird. For some reason I think whenever I end up doing this quest they're almost gray. So it might be at the end of a quest series. A quest chain, I mean. Dodge. It is kind of funny, the Grim Totem to have a camp right outside of our camp. It's like, seems a little unsafe. Alright, just need 3 more wings. Oh, there's a bear there. Probably just shouldn't have put down a fire totem. I don't know if these mobs are social. I don't think so. So there aren't many of them, but sometimes even neutral mobs will turn aggressive if you attack a mob with the same type. Resist. I'm gonna have to run up the bear. It's actually very fortunate that my Syrian totem pulled him back in that direction. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it was lucky. Okay, 2 more wings. Resist. Let's see if this works on Mana Burn. It does. And it doesn't even destroy the totem. It does put the totem on cooldown, but still pretty good. Didn't feel like it was 10 seconds. How long does this last? Oh, only 45 seconds. Resist. No, he got me. Nope. That's the thing with those sprite darters. I would be interested to know just how much magic resist they get. You're kind of left to guess these things, I think. Like, even if you were a, what is it, a mage that can cast detect magic, I don't think it's gonna show you something like that, unless it's a spell that they cast on themselves, which I don't think that it is. Level 60. Oh, thank you. Where'd he go? Spurred. Thank you. It's a nice buff. Alright, job's done. Did give me one extra, but that's I haven't learned how to make mage weave bandages yet. I think I've got to go somewhere and buy a book. Maybe back to Dustwallow Marsh, I'm not sure. Truth be told, I don't actually need them yet. I'm not sitting on a ton of mage weave, so let me free up some inventory space. If I can find a vendor. There we go.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings, traveler. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and sell that. I don't think I'm gonna go back to using a one-hander. A little bit gruesome.
Go in
This guy's in here. Oh, he's fine. He's outside.
How may I aid you? Go in peace. Goodbye.
I have a plan, though, that might settle things once and for all against them.
Farewell.
Oh, this is a timed quest. Okay, we're not going to do that now. I need to be a bit higher leveled, I think, to do that one.
Loktar, for the Horde. Strength.
What? You came across Torn in the area? Yeah, they're right next door, man. You didn't notice? That's crazy. You have to go back, shaman. Go back and bring me their horns. Piles of them if you can. Rip Totem are not to be trifled with or underestimated. Go back and slay them, as the rivers of Perilous run red. Okay. So that quest is not going to be great, in fact. Let's go. Try that one. Where's Dire Maul? Over here? It was fascinating to see all the drama that dungeon caused on the hardcore servers. It's definitely... Where's the life root? There it is. Definitely not a joke of a dungeon. I mean, it came out after people already had most of the level 60 dungeons on farm, so Blizzard rightly, I think, upped the difficulty level. Do ogres run if they're low health? I don't think so. I'll crush you. We're looking for dirt piles. I know there are some out here. Just not seeing any. Some grass over there. Oh, is this it? Yeah, okay. It's not a dirt pile. It's like a glowy thing on the ground, which reveals a dirt pile. And gives you a ripped loincloth. Cool. Dodge. Dodge. Resist. It's a sungrass. So if you're ever having trouble, not this one wasn't that hard, although this does look kind of similar to the ground clutter. But if you're really having a difficult time finding herbs in this game, you can go to graphics and turn down the ground clutter setting. You put that down to 1 or 0. A lot of this kind of background stuff will disappear, and you can find probably what you're looking for. Did that recently for like these tiny little bottles you're supposed to find near Sunken Temple for a quest. They were just truly not impossible to see, but very difficult to see because of all the stuff on the ground in Swamp of Sorrows. Chipped ogre teeth. Cool. Fortunately, I don't think the junk you get from here sells for very much. My inventory is full. Yes, it is. Okay. I already turned in 10 of those, so I don't need them anymore. Glad this has a sound effect that it accompanies, because otherwise I might have just walked over these without even noticing. I don't know which one sells for more, but we'll find that out in a minute. Let's see. I haven't seen a lot of brutes, just one. You need 10 mages, but they're also a lot easier to find, it appears. Oh. It took them a long time actually to... So you can purge the enrage or whatever it is they have. It's fine. I'll probably end up doing like 20 of these, but Beast Smash Orc. Cobalt. Jute bone. What can I toss? Is this a brute? No, it's just a regular ogre. Alright, well I need 10 of them too, so... I am gonna run back to camp real quick. I want to see, free up a little inventory space, see if any of this sells for more than like 5 copper. Because if it doesn't, I'll just toss it, and that will save me a lot of time on this quest.
What brings you here?
What brings you here? 2 silver. Okay. 39 copper. Brilliant. So it's all junk, really.
May the eternal sun shine.
Which makes sense. Otherwise, people would just never turn that quest in. They would farm those little spots. Can mail a couple things to my vault. Well, one thing anyway. I think that will be it for now. Yeah. This will take a bit of time. I think we'll do that later. The Yetis over here are maybe a bit high to do right now. Yeah, but anyway, thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you next time. And have a good Saturday. There we go.